The biggest myth in sports betting is the belief that one can win simply by magically picking winners. However, neither tipsters, sports experts, nor bookmakers themselves can predict the outcome of a game. My ability to turn a $200 deposit into over $16,000 through bets totaling over $100,000 comes down to a solid understanding of one key concept: betting odds. I'll teach you all you need to know about betting odds and why they form the foundation of every betting strategy. There are 3 types of odds: American, decimal, and fractional. Regardless of which odds you use, they all represent the probability and, consequently, the price of a bet. For example, let's consider a soccer match between Bayern Munich and PSG with 3 possible outcomes: a win for Bayern Munich, a win for PSG, or a draw. American odds are represented by either positive or negative numbers. A positive number indicates the profit you would make on a $100 bet, while a negative number shows how much you must risk to win $100 in profit. In this example, plus 125 means you would win $125 on a $100 bet. Fractional odds show the profit per dollar wagered. So, with odds of 4/5, you would earn 80 cents in profit for each dollar bet, totaling a return of $180 on a $100 bet. Decimal odds indicate the total return, including both profit and the initial stake, per dollar bet. With odds of 1.8, a $100 bet would yield a total return of $180. There are formulas to convert between these types of odds, but don't worry too much about that. What's crucial is understanding that odds are simply a reflection of prices. To illustrate, when you buy an item like a Ferrero chocolate, you pay a price that may not necessarily reflect its actual value. Similarly, the odds provided by a bookmaker represent the implied probability of an event occurring, which is proportional to the price you pay for the bet. For instance, a bet on Bayern Munich with decimal odds of 1.8 implies a 55.6% chance of winning, based on the odds. The implied probability is calculated as 1 over the odds, or 1 over 1.8, which implies a 55.6% chance of Bayern Munich winning. Think of this as the price we pay, which is 55.6 cents. If the odds were higher, the implied probability would be lower, indicating a cheaper price. It might seem counterintuitive, but higher odds mean a lower price. So, what is the fair probability and price of the bet on Bayern Munich? We can determine this from the market, also known as a betting exchange, where people can enter the prices they are willing to buy and sell bets and trade with each other. In this case, the product is bets on Bayern Munich. As a result, based on supply and demand, the odds, and therefore the probability and price, eventually settle to a fair value, which is the fair odds of 1.895. The point of the best buy and sell odds gives us a fair probability of 52.8%. This means we can think of the fair price as 52.8 cents. We can think of the bet on Bayern Munich as equivalent to that golden Ferrero Rocher, which is worth 52.8 cents. However, the sportsbook or bookmaker is selling it to us for 55.6 cents, and that 2.8 difference is their margin or profit. So, what does a $100 bet on Bayern Munich actually mean? Essentially, it means you have bought 100 Ferrero Rocher at 55.6 cents each, meaning we have 180 chocolates. Each chocolate is only worth 52.8 cents, meaning our chocolates are worth only $94.99, resulting in a loss of $5.01 in value, which is the profit to the bookmaker for selling us an overpriced amount. Another important rule is that exactly one of the 3 possible events for the game outcome market can occur, which means the probability of these events happening must sum up to 100%. So, either Bayern Munich will win, it will be a draw, or PSG will win. Only one of these outcomes must happen. We can see that the buy and sell probabilities are very close to 100%, with their midpoint being 100.05%, very close to the theoretical 100%. Continuing with the analogy, you can think of Bayern Munich as the gold Ferrero, PSG as the brown Ferrero, and the draw outcome as a white Ferrero chocolate. The price of a collection pack that contains one of each is exactly $1, meaning the sum of the value of the 3 chocolates must also equal $1. However, after converting the decimal odds to prices, we can see that the bookie is selling all the chocolates for all the possible game outcomes above the fair price and pocketing the difference. While there is luck involved in who actually wins the game, in the long term, this means the bookie is always profiting, and their profit comes from customers who are paying for their bets at higher prices or lower odds than what they are actually worth. In this case, the total implied probability is 106.5%, which represents a 6.5% profit for the bookmaker. Depending on the market and the bookmaker, this profit percentage can vary, but it will always be in their favor. As a bettor, you can either choose not to bet or accept the higher prices or worse than fair odds that the bookmaker is offering you. However, if you want to win long term, you need to find opportunities where the price is cheaper and the odds given to you by the bookmaker are higher than what the fair odds actually are. This can come either in the form of bookmaker mispricings or through special promotions that they offer. These two things together form probably 100% of all profitable betting strategies out there.